We're hoping that there's a few of you out there. Hi, I'm Eric.
I'm Jen.
We're the Faithful Sidekicks.
And I'm Melissa of Rhiannon's Lark.
And we're going to do a concert that's the Follow Me, which is us trying to follow each other and hoping to succeed. Successively? Successive?
Successive
We're going to be
succeeding.
trading sets. Alyssa's going to start us off. Take it away, Rhiannon's Lark.
Take it away, Rhiannon's Lark.
Okay, so let us know if you can see and hear us out there. We are trying this joint stream for the first time and working through any technical hiccups that might come up, but hopefully there will not be a lot of those. So I think the Faithful Sidekick and I intersect in a lot of different topics, but one of my favorites is board games. So I'm going to kick off today with a song from my very first full-length album. This is Sheep for Wood. I started out with a plan to build a monopoly. I've got the best numbers, they're sure to be rolled, and soon I'll have all I need. I left very little to luck. I prefer to rely on strategy. 2 roads away and a settlement, and the sheep port's all for me. But I've been double-crossed, hung out to dry. You've stolen my sheep, although you have no sheep. I am left to cry. I've got sheep for wood, I've got sheep for wheat, I've got sheep for anything. I've got sheep for wood, I've got sheep for wood, I've got sheep for stone. I'd even take that brick from you. I've got sheep for wood. I don't understand. Was it just for spite? You're in just as much of a bind as I. We're both out of luck. Can't turn back time. You're the proud owner of an empty port. I am left to cry. I've got sheep for wood, I've got sheep for wheat, I've got sheep for anything. I've got sheep for wood, I've got sheep for wood, I've got sheep for stone. I'd even take that brick from you. I've got sheep for wood. I'm a third of the way to a development card. That's a long, long way from winning. I just can't find a good way out. I've got sheep for wood, I'll trade you 2 for 1. All right, 5 for 3. I've got sheep for wood, I've got sheep for wood, I've got sheep for stone. I'd even take that brick from you. I've got sheep for wood, I've got sheep for wood, I've got sheep for wheat, I've got sheep for anything. I've got sheep for wood, I've got sheep for anything. I've got sheep for wood. All right. Hello, Thomas and Matthew and everyone else out there. So for any of you who have not heard all of us play before, the logistics tonight, as Eric was saying, we're just going to be doing short sets and swapping back and forth. So you'll hear me do 3 or 4 songs, and then I'll toss it over to the Faithful Sidekicks, and we'll both go back and forth and do 3 short sets each. So you'll get to hear a nice mix. So this next one, this is another song about games. But this is a pretty new one for me. It's going to be on an upcoming album. I'm going to be doing a live album recording this fall. And this is a song about what happens when you play a game many, many, many times and you just kind of get tired of the rules the way that they are and you feel like you need to tweak just, a little something. This is called House Rules. Might be because the game is old. Playtesting wasn't quite the same back then. I reread the instructions and we made some deductions, but it's still not clear. Now we're faced with a choice. I can't find the answer on BGG. We can stop barely halfway, but I've taken a survey and I think it's time for house rules. They're just tools to enhance our enjoyment of the game. Let's be plain, I don't care what you say, you're in my house now. Might be because the game is flawed. One player always ends up snowballing. There's no catch-up mechanic, now her lead is gigantic, but we can't just quit. We still got about 2 hours to play. We all sit here wondering what's the point. Games don't have to be equable, but this one's inflexible. I think it's time for house rules. They're just tools to enhance our enjoyment of the game. Let's be plain, I don't care what you say, you're in my house now. Might be because we got bored. It's definitely because we got bored. Well, they won't last forever. Gosh, we all feel so clever laying down the laws. We won't alter theming or story. We'll just change a few things here and there. It's not based on ambitions. We won't change in conditions, but I think it's time for house rules. They're just tools to enhance our enjoyment of the game. Let's be plain, I don't care what you say, you're in my house now. What if we had wild cards and get rid of free discards? We could put an empty space right there, it's not out of place. Change the currency a bit, force the bonus to be split. One reroll, drop that goal. We've got full control with house rules. They're just tools to enhance our enjoyment of the game. Let's be plain, I don't care what you say. It's house rules. They're just tools to enhance our enjoyment of the game. Let's be plain, I don't care what you say, you're in my house now. All right, hello Jane and Deborah. Hope everybody's doing well out there. Yeah, we've been wanting to do this joint concert for a while now. So when I was growing up, we played a lot of standard card games, Hearts and Botticelli and Pinochle, and it got to a point where, because we only played a handful of different games, house rules were required sometimes to make things interesting. And so my husband refers to it when we add a house rule, he's like, oh, we're going to Jaegerize it. So I've got one more for you in this set before I throw it back to the Faithful Sidekicks. And this is a song about the miniatures game X-Wing. And everything in this is true about the dreams that I had, about watching the movies and seeing the ships on there. And it's specifically about a co-op version that was created for this game called Heroes of the Atari Cluster. So if you are not into the head-on competition style of the miniatures game, but you want to try a co-op version, I highly recommend it. I'll admit that the first time I played, I had to be dragged into it. Spatial reasoning isn't my forte, and I hate every time I lose a ship. Weeks in, I braved it several times. I'm winning, but I'm still stressed out. Is it luck or skill controlling my dial? One wrong move, my best ship is down. That's when the campaign took over. Missions with a story to tell. Now I feel I'm part of something bigger. Allies counting on me to fly well. Now one mission turns into two. It's midnight and we're still rolling dice. Just a few more XP, please. I know that we can handle those ties. 'Cause I'm addicted to X-Wing. Kinda snuck up on me. I'd worry about what my friends would think. They play almost as much as me. Yeah, we're addicted to X-Wing. And I'm proud to say I was pointing out the models of Imperial ships, watching Empire Strikes Back yesterday. Now I build all of my own squads, considering seriously whether I want pilots that boost attack or improve my agility. How many missions more will I face? How long till my wallet runs dry? I'm running out of space in my plano boxes, but there's a new wave out I need to try. 'Cause I'm addicted to X-Wing. It kinda snuck up on me. I'd worry about what my friends would think, but they play almost as much as me. Yeah, I'm addicted to X-Wing. I dream about it each night. Bring on your TIE bombers and your Phantoms too. I'm always ready for a good fight. 'Cause I'm addicted to X-Wing. It kinda snuck up on me. I'd worry about what my friends would think. They play almost as much as me. Yeah, they play almost as much as me. Okay, they don't play quite as much as me. Right. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Peter. Good to see you all on here. I'm going to get us back to double screen here. Ta-da.
Yay, X-Wing.
Tech success.
Yay.
Yes. And Catan, yay,
And
Catan.
Catan.
And house rules, because I'll admit I have a few.
A few.
Solid core gamers, you have to have at least a few.
Well, shall we pivot to something slightly related?
Yes, yes, indeed we should. We are taking a brief step into video game territory here. Our first one is kind of a mashup of video games and life. Are we ready? I'm not sure if we're ready because Eric is trying to make sure all the tech is done with. Oh, you need to click the second one.
Well, apparently we're going to be
Advertising
Lark.
Rhiannon's Lark. I'm okay with that. She's
we're-
worth advertising for.
Have been experiencing some network difficulties. We've done everything we can to try and mitigate them, so we hope this is going to come off smoothly. But this is We'll see what happens.
Video games life.
Video games
can
and
I
life. Let's
tell
do
ya?
it.
New game.
Yes.
Choose difficulty.
Hard.
You've chosen adulting with career.
Roll out of bed. Jump in the shower. Up my costume. Time to use the special power.
I'm sorry, Mario. Your coffee's in a castle.
No! Levels are getting long, and there's no cheat code. This game is more than hard enough. At least there's a co-op mode.
Player 2 is the game.
Got through the whole day without spilling on my shirt. It didn't break my diet. The second helping of dessert.
Don't count.
I played an adult day. Achievement unlocked. I ate my green today. Achievement unlocked. Totally far parallel. Achievement unlocked. Sold a friend not feeling well. Achievement unlocked. We approach the looming tower of the cubicle domain. Must acquire the gold coins without going insane.
Good luck with that.
Worker drones are everywhere, but we are not afraid. They attack with monotone
It's super effective.
for weapon upgrade.
You gained 2 smartphones.
Make my way to an idle chat about some sort of sport. I managed to put a cover sheet on my TPS report.
Somebody got to case the Monday.
I played an adult today. Achievement unlocked. I on the FM today. Achievement unlocked. Stayed awake through the meet. Achievement unlocked. I return your greeting. Achievement unlocked. We've been given an epic quest called Assault on the Endless Chores. But first we must prepare ourselves to loot from the grocery store.
Jen needs food badly.
True story. Inventory is getting low. Need to smash some blocks of pay. Uh-oh, the music changed. Time to fight the boss. 10:40.
Ooh, hold on. The turbo tax button.
You can't downs for quick boosts only. I played an adult today. Achievement unlocked. I went outside today. Achievement unlocked. I climbed a wall today. Achievement unlocked. I broke an arm today. Achievement unlocked. Really wish we could reset. Start all over today. Or at least reload. Get another play.
I saved right before the boss. That boss level.
I played an adult day. Achievement unlocked. I didn't get in my own way. Achievement unlocked. I wrote a song today. Achievement unlocked. I met a new friend today. Epic, awesome achievement unlocked. Whew.
Hopefully this is coming through, like you said, technical thing. Servers. I don't remember the words. The words are gone. Thing I don't have to know most of the words for songs.
Rub it in.
Ha!
Rub it in. So this is a song that we don't get to play as often as we'd like, but it seemed to really fit with Alyssa's set, so we
Yeah.
thought, let's do it.
Okay.
And that note. been long enough that I'm actually going to look at the word since you just said something about it.
Right, because if you didn't, as you happen to blank on something, yeah.
Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 8:00 Friday night. This time we will get it right. Time for a little group to fight in this race one. We'll grind some rats or rocks that glow. Why they eat them, no one knows. We need them to craft a dark banjo to summon the evil one. It's the 8th time we'll take him down. All for a chance to find the purple crown.
It goes with my outfit.
And we'll fight, fight, fight in the rain tonight. Destroying mobs is our destiny. If we die, 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 we are not gonna cry. We will rise again, you will see. And it's all XP to me. When that evil king appears, a rogue will stab him in the rear. Then everyone should be clear. He might use a death bouquet.
It's rained all power.
Now my man is getting low, and you know that dwarf is slow. He needs to find a new crossbow that fires more than once a day.
Oh, it's heavy.
Someday I'll be just like you. When I reach level 62,
63.
and we'll fight, fight, fight in this rain tonight. Destroying mobs is our destiny.
Destiny.
If we die, 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 we are not gonna cry. We will rise again, you will see, and it's all XP to me. The tank is now low on health, and the rogue has lost his stealth. We don't know where we left the elf. Now the ranger lost his way.
Typical.
The wizard is down, so you protect until the healer can resurrect. Oh, it seems like her plans were wrecked by the necromancer's ray. This looks like it might be our end. I'm glad you're here with me, my friend. And we'll fight, fight, fight in this raid tonight. Destroying mobs is our destiny.
Destiny.
If we die, 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 we are not gonna cry. We will rise again, you will see, and it's all XP to me. Rogue is brought a world of pain. He was followed by a monster train of orcs with aggro on their brain, and some are really strong. I'll fire off my DOE, then you hit them with your AOE. We'll take them down 1, 2, 3, unless something goes wrong.
Leroy Jenkins.
Now the tank went limp. Maybe it's time we go to bed.
One more try.
And we'll fight, fight, fight in this rain tonight. Destroying mobs is our destiny.
Destiny.
If we die, 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 we are not gonna cry. We will rise again, you will see, and it's all XP to me.
Ding.
Congrats.
We are going to do one more song in the set, and this one is a tribute. I'll admit, when we originally wrote it, it was inspired by our copy of Gloomhaven. There are other games out there that definitely would qualify.
There are bigger physical games, but it's the biggest one on our shelf, and it has its own shelf, basically. And
Yeah.
there's a running gag about chiropractors in Gloomhaven, and the struggle is real, my friends. This is actually on our latest CD, Sales of Interest, if you're interested.
Oh, right, it is. Yes. Available on Bandcamp.
Remember those good old days when games were simple and small? You could grab a grocery sack and have room for them all. You could explain all the rules in 5 minutes flat, and then spend an hour arguing about who got the hat.
Boring.
About the size of an Abrams tank, it'll break your shelf, it'll break the bank. It takes 2 weeks just to punch all the bits. It's got a million minis and tokens and chits.
Who?
I said chits with CH.
Oh.
An internet smash we're all talking about. Before it was named, it was already sold out. It hit funding goals in less than 2 hours, because each player gets a ton of power.
It's over 9,000.
I think this game just might spell our doom. Just to store it all, we'll need a bigger room.
Do we need this wall?
It's the biggest board game in the world. It's the biggest board game in the world. It might weigh a quarter ton, but it's 30 tons of fun. It's the biggest board game in the world. Think Coquericula's got too many cards, or the pandemic is just too hard. Think Carcassonne is hard to score. Forget about them all. This has got more.
More what?
Everything. It takes so much space. It needs a zip code. It'll set your brain on overload. It takes a week to get it all laid out. To be so far apart, you have to shout.
Is that my piece over there?
What? I dropped the rule book. It left a 3-foot bend. We're gonna have to kneel, 'cause now my table's bent. It's the biggest board game in the world. It's the biggest board game in the world. It might weigh a quarter ton, but it's 30 tons of fun. It's the biggest board game in the world. The look on your face tells me you're confused. With so many things to do, what we choose? We'd rather be together trying to win or lose than spend our nights watching the evening news.
Not enough kittens in the news.
Hard agree. No, this game's not for everyone. It'll be 10,000 before we're done.
Later, if you don't take your moves soon.
You're not sure if this is what you seek. Well, the first expansion comes out next week.
And it's gonna take a forklift.
It's the biggest board game in the world. It's the biggest board game in the world. Hey, I just got a text. Check out what's next.
Wow.
Right. It's the newest, biggest board game in the world. We're on to the newest, biggest board game in the world. Hey, it's time for the newest, biggest board game in the world. Until the next one. Exactly.
Exactly.
I got to hear that song for the first time last year at OVFF when the Faithful Sidekicks were leading the gaming-themed song Filk Circle, and we totally geeked out together.
Alyssa, do you have something to follow?
I do. I'm pretty excited about this. So I know not everyone out there has played Gloomhaven, and I held off on playing this next song much when it had first come out because it's a bit of a spoiler. There's different characters and stuff that you unveil as you go through the game, and this one was one that not everybody knew about, but it's been out for several years now, so I apologize if I'm spoiling anything for you.
But one of my favorite characters to play in this game is called the Plague Herald, and he sends out poison and curses into the world, and he doesn't really care if they affect his allies or his enemies. He just sends them out everywhere. I do think that a few of you out there are going to know the song that I decided to parody for this, which is Moon Shadow. So you'll catch on to the chorus pretty quick here. I want to play with the Plague Herald, Plague Herald, Plague Herald. Poisoning and cursing with the Plague Herald, Plague Herald, Plague Herald. And as my poison spreads around, through the air and through the ground, yes, as my poison spreads around, no one can heal no more. But I want to play with the Plague Herald, Plague Herald, Plague Herald. Poisoning and cursing with the Plague Herald, Plague Herald, Plague Herald. And if I poison you, my friend, to boost my own attack again, yes, if I poison you, my friend, then I won't have your help no more. But I want to play with the Plague Herald, Plague Herald, Plague Herald. Poisoning and cursing with the Plague Herald, Plague Herald, Plague Herald. I'll pass my curses near and far, wherever my enemies are. I'll pass my curses near and far, and their death won't work no more. But I want to play with the Plague Herald, Plague Herald, Plague Herald. Poisoning and cursing with the Plague Herald, Plague Herald, Plague Herald. And if I poison my allies, I won't fret, I won't cry. Yes, if I poison my allies, the strong will survive. I can remove that poison if you treat me right. Yes, I can remove that poison, but it comes at a painful price. But I want to play with the Plague Herald, Plague Herald, Plague Herald. Poisoning and cursing with the Plague Herald, Plague Herald, Plague Herald. Plague Herald, Plague Herald. Plague Herald, Plague Herald. The next one that I want to do is another fairly big box game. I'm going to try to get these minis close enough to the camera so that you can see them. This is from Super Dungeon Explorer, and the song is called Pet Wonders. I think I got about 1 second of a clear shot there. It was one of the first and only minis that I've actually bothered to paint. So let me just make sure we are in tune here. This is one that I like to play at Origins too, because I don't know, it's just sort of catchy in a way that makes people come over and check out what the heck is going on in the hallways. For those of you on Facebook, I don't think you saw the comment I made earlier that I will be at Origins next week. And I'll be running a filk circle in addition to doing some concerts. So if any of you are around, I would love you to come out and share some music. Well, excuse me, Ninja Division. It's a super cute way of killing things you've made. I've never seen a dungeon crawl with such adorable minis. I can't resist, I just gotta play. Now hold on, let me clarify. While your heroes and your monsters are divine, it's those sweet surprise treasures that I'm talking about. Pet wonders have inspired every line. Pet wonders, I'm gonna conjure you, not just because of your actions, but because you're awfully cute. Pet wonders, this song goes out to you. Madam Hilda, that's the pig, hits the high notes, her soprano ringing clear across the room. And while the monsters are distracted by her lovely song, their armor weakens and foretells their doom. Then the colonel, longtime veteran, knows how to give your enemies a licking. He'll offer up his sage advice, and then your target's down. Say thank you, sir, and never call him chicken. Pet wonders, I'm gonna conjure you, not just because of your actions, but because you're awfully cute. Pet wonders, this song goes out to you. Mr. Chompers has a slightly dopey look, but his lasting damage makes up for his face. He'll share his little flame with you and you'll take full advantage, roasting any monster in your way. Then Lord Gruff has a sharp temperament. No happy chats along the way you'll find. He'll headbutt anything that dares to get into his way. His grump makes him a favorite of mine. Pet wonders, I'm gonna conjure you, not just because of your actions, but because you're awfully cute. Pet wonders, this song goes out to you. Pet wonders, this song goes out to you. All right, I'm gonna change directions a little bit with this next one. I have slightly less selection when I'm playing on ukulele. But this is another parody that's been on my mind a lot lately with everything that's going on with the Supreme Court. So this is for anyone who is fans of Malvina Reynolds or Pete Seeger or the show Weeds, or, you know, just equality for everyone. This is called Lady Pockets. Lady Pockets, nothing will fit, made to look cute, not to hold your loot. Lady Pockets, pretty useless. Lady Pockets, they're a scam. Functionality, not for us, you see. It was stolen by the patriarchy, just a little thing, just one more thing in this world controlled by man. Gender pay gap, quite a handicap, getting paid less for your femaleness. Gender pay gap, that's some bull crap. Gender pay gap, it's a plan. This disparity, just for us, you see, it's a gift from the patriarchy, just a little thing, just one more thing in this world controlled by man. Education, we're behind again, rarely pushed to the STEMs in school. Education for young women, education, yes we can. University, math and chemistry, don't give in to the patriarchy. Just a little thing, just one more thing that we'll take back from man. Reproductive rights, they can't win this fight. It's our bodies, we'll do as we please. Can't control us because you fear us, and we're ready to take a stand. We'll have children when we want to, or not, it's not up to you. Just a little thing, just one more thing that's impossible for man. Just a little thing, just one more thing that's impossible for man. Yeah, so for anyone who has not met my uke before, this is Reggie, Sir Reginald, if you are on a formal basis with him. And I've got one more for you on uke today. This one was inspired, so in 2020, my husband and I built a bar in our basement, which was a good year for that, because then in 2021, we spent a lot of time in the bar in our basement. And we heard this ad a lot while we were doing the work for the most popular paint color of 2020. And it was called Agreeable Gray. And that just made me kind of laugh and feel sad at the same time, because I thought, all right, I can understand, people choose just like a very calm, neutral color for their walls, especially if you're doing like an apartment or you're getting ready to sell a house and you don't want anything that's going to like turn somebody off of possibly living there. But what if you made every choice in your life around the theory that it should just be agreeable gray and you should be real nice and bland, not try to stand out at all? So this is a very tongue-in-cheek song about being yourself. It's called Agreeable Gray. Agreeable gray, oh what a day. Everything's right in the middle. Nothing too bright, keep it just right. Tone down that color a little. If you're overflowing with style and grace, many will love you, it's true. But some might be jealous or have different tastes. And I don't like conflict, do you? Keep your hair long, don't sing that song. Think of what others will say. Personality, not my cup of tea. Opinions just get in the way. If you're overflowing with style and grace, many will love you, it's true. But some might be jealous or have different tastes. And I don't like conflict, do you? Don't try to be yourself. Put it on the highest shelf. No one will see it, but you'll know it's there. Covered with dust and maybe cat hair. Someday, years from now, you'll take it down and think about what could have been. What might have been. What might have been. Those who love bland, they understand. No disappointment, no joy. Look straight ahead, swallow your dread. You've chosen not to annoy. Don't try to be yourself. Put it on the highest shelf. No one will see it, but you'll know it's there. Covered with dust and maybe cat hair. Someday, years from now, you'll take it down and think about what could have been. What might have been. What could still be. Agreeable gray, oh, what a day. Everything's right in the middle. All right, I'm pretty sure the Faithful Sidekicks can follow that with something.
Point out that I'm wearing gray. That
But you're
was
also
not
wearing
on
red.
purpose. See if this works now. Apparently, it doesn't work, but that's okay. Alyssa, I think you actually have to minimize and maximize this because for some reason,
Yeah, I was
I'm
just
no longer
waiting to
able
see if
do
you
so.
had anything else for me.
Yes, we can follow that. Thank you, Alyssa. That was fantastic. We have a
So
song. Go ahead.
that's kind of the other side of that coin. Instead of agreeable gray and just being as nondescript as possible, our song is about all the people, all the friends, the family, chosen friends who are embracing their true selves, their individuality.
This is for all of you. My cousin Vin's a vampire. He was bitten when he was a youth.
What's a you?
My cousin Wally's a werewolf, like his fur and curls 'cause they're cute.
Only to the natural girl.
Sister Molly's a mermaid, whose showers are always too long.
Is she done yet?
My Aunt Bee is a banshee, who's breaking out in song.
She's a bass.
Not looking to be normal, we feel no need to change. We love each one just as they are, 'cause they're our kind of strange. He may be a zombie, but he's still my father, because our love is thicker than water. He may be Medusa, but she's still our daughter, because our love is thicker than water, because our love is thicker than water. Uncle Basil the basilisk, who studies optometry.
One or two. One or two.
My dad keeps his room full of sand 'cause he's married to a mommy.
Are you my mommy?
The cousin Bob, before he was cursed, was a shy librarian. Now he's in anger management 'cause he's a barbarian. Ba-ba-ba, barbarian. Ba-ba-ba, barbarian. Ba-ba-ba. Not looking to be normal, we feel no need to change. Love each one just as they are, 'cause they're our kind of strange. He may be a zombie, he's still my father, 'cause our love is thicker than water. She may be Medusa, but she's still our daughter, because our love is thicker than water, because our love is thicker than water. Family's more than bloodline, our bond is beyond the skin. It's not the cells on the outside, it's the heart within.
Without the case, the undead.
We found her in the forest, she was weird to our eyes. She looks so human average, that was her disguise. She didn't have magic powers, the moon didn't make her change. But she became one of our own, 'cause she's our kind of strange. She might not be Medusa, but she's still our daughter, because our love is thicker than water. Doesn't matter how we found her, just that we love her. Because our love is thicker than water. Because our love is thicker, so much thicker than water. So, next one is a bit newer, and
It's very new.
but it's one that, let's just let the song speak for itself.
Yep. We hope you enjoy it.
Feels like strange things afoot at the Circle K. You don't need to invade a mall to make everything okay. You don't need the wisdom of Socrates to learn to philosophize.
Dust, wind, dude.
You don't need to conquer the ziggy pigs that feed royal ugly guys.
No, Napoleon!
No need to grab famous folk from throughout history to teach us all the best in life is not mystery. Oh, be excellent to each other.
Excellent, excellent,
Be excellent to each other.
excellent, excellent.
It's always time to be kind, 'cause it's time that can rewind. Oh, be excellent to each other.
Excellent, excellent,
Be excellent to each other.
excellent, excellent.
It's always time to be excellent.
Party on, dudes.
You don't need to play the perfect show to get yourself an A. You don't need triumphant video to make a brighter day.
That's why you need Eddie Van Halen.
You don't need to go back in time to make history come alive. You don't need a time machine for your future to arrive. Every age has shown this to be true. There's always one thing you've got to do. Oh, be excellent to each other.
Excellent, excellent,
Be excellent to each other.
excellent, excellent.
There's always time to be kind, 'cause the timeline can't rewind. Oh, be excellent to each other.
Excellent, excellent,
Be excellent to each other.
excellent,
It's
excellent.
always time to be excellent.
And party on, dudes.
It's really pretty simple. Treat strangers like friends. Be excellent to your future selves, even when it makes no sense.
The conversation made a lot of sense this time around.
You don't need a magic boot to learn from past mistakes. Just make some space for empathy and see what path your future takes. Oh, be excellent to each other.
Excellent, excellent,
Be excellent to each other.
excellent, excellent.
Always time to be kind, 'cause the timeline can't rewind. Oh, be excellent to each other.
Excellent, excellent,
Be excellent to each other.
excellent, excellent.
It's always time to be excellent.
Party on, dudes. As long as we are giving advice right now in musical form,
Oh goodness.
This next one is another. I think this is our first time performing
This
this.
is a brand new. We've never played this in front of anyone in any form before this point. As you all know, we've written some like tech sea shanties, some IT shanties, or some of you probably know.
Or C++ shanties.
C++. Yeah. This
I
one
know. Bad joke.
sprung out of work emails and people's habit of replying to all without thinking about it. And yeah, let's do this.
It's a shanty. Feel free in the solitude of your own house to start joining in when you figure it out.
We're rolling down the old email.
Do not reply to all.
We have these words that will not fail. Do not
Reply to all.
Some messages are not so great.
Do not reply to all.
Like I might be running late.
Do not reply to all.
Here's the plot of a brand new book.
Do not reply to all.
I have opinions about their look.
Do not reply at all.
No, nay, never, no reason that we know that you should ever use the option down below. Our inbox is always full, and our reading time is small, so we'll say it once again. Do not reply to all. 1, 2, 3, spam. This is super sensitive. Do not reply to all. I have no left to give. Do not reply to all. I can't believe what they just said. Do not reply to all. Quick, what started this thread? Do not reply to all. I don't think this was meant for me. Do not reply to all. Here's your extended warranty.
Nuke it from orbit.
And it's no, nay, never, no reason that we know that you should ever use the option down below. Our inbox is always full and our reading time is small, so we'll say it once again. Do not reply to all. This is also very long. Do not reply to all. The replies are 15 pages long. Do
not reply to all.
Here's the thing you might like to buy.
Do not reply to all.
I think our boss is a bad guy. Do
not reply to all.
I've got some gossip from a friend. Wait, to reply to all? Can I somehow unhit send?
No, you reply to all.
And it's no, nay, never, no reason that we know that you should ever use the option down below. Our inbox is always full and our reading time is small, so we'll say it once again. So we'll say it once again. Do not reply to all.
This next song is going to be taking things a little bit to the serious side. Just here.
A little bit.
We both have chronic health problems, and we have written this song about spoon theory. For all of those, is the tune still happening? Okay. For all of those spoonies out there, we're with you.
Moment by moment, measure by measure, assessing each breath, count each endeavor, where others are running, our triumph is to stand. Breath is underwater, and I struggle not to drown, where they are floating forward, you have weights pulling down, struggle through each wave, and try to remember land. Spend each precious drop of life, one spoonful at a time.
You can't dance your life away to someone else's tunes. At the end of the day, only have so many spoons. You can't keep running in the air like a coyote in cartoons. At the end of the day, you only have so many spoons.
Take the air for granted till you only have the smoke. It's like the fall for fun, cause you're not on the joke. Take time by the handful and feel each grain of sand. No need to hoard their pennies, never been poor. No yearning for a gold line, cause they're not keeping score. Don't wish to be like them, just wish they'd understand. Spend each precious drop of life, one spoonful at a time.
You can't dance your life away to someone else's tunes. At the end of the day, you only have so many spoons. You can't keep running in the air like a coyote in cartoons. At the end of the day, you only have so many spoons.
You only have so long before the well runs dry. You only have so much to give. You can make your path with a map that is a lie. So much more to life than just to live.
You can't dance your life away to someone else's tunes. At the end of the day, you only have so many spoons. You can't keep running in the air like a coyote in cartoons. At the end of the day, you only have so many spoons. So many spoons.
You who only have,
So many spoons.
you who only have,
So many spoons.
you only have, you
So
only
many
have,
spoons.
you only have, you only have, you only have, you only have.
So many spoons.
I can definitely follow a couple of those.
I'm
Did you guys want to say anything else, or are you good?
cannot seem to hear you, Alyssa. I don't know if that is our problem or.
Hmm. Check 1, 2. No?
Check comments. We might be the only ones who can't hear.
Can anyone else hear me? Nothing? Okay, Kathy can hear me. I'm gonna go ahead.
Maybe we're the only ones who can't hear her.
Okay.
All right, so I love that last song. Anxiety is something that I've been dealing with a lot, in particular over the last year or so. And I've written a number of songs about it, but one of the more recent ones was loosely based off of the show Kid Cosmic. I don't know if any of you have seen this cartoon series on Netflix. And I won't get into all the details of the series because it's not that important. But one of the characters, Papa G, has a saying when people are upset, and he says, "Freaking out? Breathe it out." So I wrote a song around that, the idea being that whether you're struggling with the mundane problems that we all deal with day to day, or whether you're in some other universe and you have superpowers and you're trying to save the world, if you're feeling really stressed out, sometimes just remembering to take that first breath is a great first step to feeling a little bit better. Whether your stress is a personal mess or a world on the brink of war, for our anxieties we seek all remedies, chemical, spiritual, we beg for more. All of these therapies take time, and currently time is too precious to pay. Can you suggest something? Yes, we'll take anything that will start working today. Papa G says, freaking out, breathe it out, freaking out, breathe it out, just breathe, just breathe. Well, it may not make life perfect, as if there were even such a thing, but I promise you it's worth it to breathe. Freaking out, breathe it out, freaking out, breathe it out, just breathe, just breathe. Perhaps you didn't sleep too well last night. Your mind spun in circles, wrapping you up tight. Or perhaps you've got some aliens invading. Waves of baddies, big and small, can be so frustrating. Papa G says, freaking out, breathe it out, freaking out, breathe it out, just breathe, just breathe. Well, it may not make life perfect, as if there were even such a thing, but I promise you it's worth it to breathe. Freaking out, breathe it out, freaking out, breathe it out, just breathe, just breathe. Perhaps you didn't finish off your checklist. More tasks on tomorrow, you beg it to desist. Or perhaps a portal sent you across the cosmos to gather stones of power and defeat some dork named Phantos. Not Thanos, Phantos, but it's similar. Papa G says, freaking out, breathe it out, freaking out, breathe it out, just breathe, just breathe. Well, it may not make life perfect, as if there were even such a thing, but I promise you it's worth it to breathe. Freaking out, breathe it out, freaking out, breathe it out, just breathe, just breathe. Perhaps you struggle daily to be present, to let go an unremitting grasp on the unpleasant. Or perhaps you travel through the galaxy, saving planets, facing death with your adopted family. Papa G says, freaking out, breathe it out, freaking out, breathe it out, just breathe, just breathe. Well, it may not make life perfect, as if there were even such a thing, but I promise you it's worth it to breathe. Freaking out, breathe it out, freaking out, breathe it out, just breathe,
Just breathe, just breathe, just breathe.
So I know that is not a be-all, end-all solution to anxiety by any means, but it can be a start. So I hope if you get that stuck in your head that it's a good thing and it comes up when you need it. So I also want to do a follow on the sea shanty. This is a sea shanty about magic pants. And if you have not played the game Diablo, that's okay because you'll be able to catch on pretty quick to the repeated lines in this. And if you have played Diablo, then you understand the quest for legendary pants.
Tyrael sent me on bounties today to get me a pair of pants. Curse chest to cleanse and demons to slay, all for a pair of pants. The pants, there's a chance for legendary pants. Oric, he sent me on a rift run today to get me a pair of pants. To tempt the rift guardians to come out and play, all for a pair of pants. The pants, there's a chance for legendary pants. Took my blood shards to Kadala today to get me a pair of pants. All that she left me was junk and dismay, all for a pair of pants. The pants, there's a chance for legendary pants. Asked Zoltan Cool for an upgrade today to get me a pair of pants. Not enough's death breath was all he would say, all for a pair of pants. The pants, there's a chance for legendary pants. Caught up with one treasure goblin today to get me a pair of pants. He dropped green loot and I shouted, hooray! All for a pair of pants. The pants, there's a chance for legendary pants. Oh, Book of Cain, give me good news today. Get me a pair of pants. Blackthorn's jousting mail, it revealed I turned gray. All for a pair of pants. The pants, there's a chance for legendary pants. Brought my misfortunes to Hadric today to get me a pair of pants. All magic pants at his feet I did lay, all for a pair of pants. The pants, there's no chance for legendary pants. The pants, there's no chance for legendary pants.
My husband thinks it's funny that while most of my hobbies are a little more creative and thoughtful, if I'm going to play a video game, I just want to go in and like kick things butts. I'm not really into like creating a whole in-depth character and learning everything about the world. I just want to go smash things. It's a nice release for me. We wrote that song as sea shanties are appropriately done one night together while we were drinking rum, and Aaron was playing his concertina. Yes, in addition to Kid Cosmic, if you haven't seen it, I would also check out Kipo and the Age of the Wonder Beasts. That was another one that inspired a song recently. And I had mentioned earlier, I decided that I'm going to record a live album in October because I've been releasing so many songs on Patreon, and there's a lot of them that I would like to get released in a more public way, not to the extent where I'm ready to do 6 months of arranging and recording for a studio album, but a lot of songs that I think will carry well as live versions. All right, so I've got one more for you today, and I think the Faithful Sidekicks were having some technical difficulties, but it looked like they restarted. So hopefully they will be popping back on and following this song for one more set after I'm done. Oh, I see color on their screen, so that's a good sign. So I'm glad that you were all able to come out and join us for a little Follow Me concert repertoire tonight. And hopefully we'll see some of you in person at events that are coming up, or perhaps at online things that are coming up. So I want to wrap up today with Tiny Kraken. So I was down at RavenCon last month, and one of the audience members was kind enough to create a Tiny Kraken for me while I was singing it on stage. It's hard to get tiny things in focus in the camera, especially when it's like mirrored for me. But anyways, Tiny Kraken. Tiny Kraken, you are so adorable, makes me want to sigh and coo. Baby Kraken, safe under the water, how could anyone fear you? Little Kraken, exploring your tide pool, your first teeth have just come in. Toddler Kraken, wondering how the world works, you're just learning how to swim. Oh, but the world makes assumptions. When you've got a big head and tentacles. If you're not the hero, then you must be the villain. And you're just not quite hero stuff. Gangly Kraken, awkward with the other fish, fitting in is hard to do. Adolescent Kraken, dragging quite a stench around, everyone makes fun of you. Oh, when the world makes assumptions, you know they deserve what they get. You couldn't be the hero, and so you'll be the villain. You'll be the greatest villain yet. Adult Kraken, now it's time to prove yourself. You know what they all expect. Full-grown Kraken, ships alike all wrecked. Oh, when the world makes assumptions, you know they deserve what they get. You couldn't be the hero, and so you were greatest villain yet. Decades of despair all across the seas, 20,000 leagues on the Lord of the Rings. Stout men's hearts will slacken when they hear, release the Kraken! You'll be the greatest villain yet. Overweight Kraken lounging in the watery depths, reflecting on your reign of terror. Geriatric Kraken, ready for your quiet years, put to rest the world's great error. Oh, when the world makes assumptions, you know they deserve what they get. You couldn't be the hero, and so you were the villain. You were the greatest villain yet. Right, you're back.
Yay!
Yay.
Love that song.
There's a reason it won Pegasus.
There is a one of Pegasus.
So we follow her Pegasus winner with ours?
There, wherever you are, give another hand to Rhiannon's
yes.
Lark. And we were so happy to be able to play with her.
Play a
and
concert with her.
we look forward to the day when we can actually do it in person. That'd be awesome.
It'd be so fun.
But so we are going to follow that with a song that won
Pegasus.
a Pegasus. That's how it follows. Are you ready?
Yes.
I show up on Monday, he's waiting there for me. Stupid smirk, showing that he knows. Call him the spoiler, 'cause villain lies in wait. Reveal the ending of our favorite show. But I've got a secret plan to finally fool the spoiler man. I built a time machine 'cause I don't have DVR. I built a time machine 'cause I don't have DVR. All two times flow, catch our favorite show, and I will always know how the story goes. I built a time machine. My new remote control is really universal. It can change channels just like you expect. I can fast forward and rewind time, pause the universe. But I don't know what happens when you hit eject. But I don't understand a thing. I've got closed captioning. I built a time machine. I don't have a DVR. I built a time machine 'cause I don't have a DVR. Well, two times slow to catch our favorite show, and I will always know how the story goes. I built a time machine. Skip my way to the future, grab a place in line, see Star Wars Episode 1004. Grab a Soylent movie, Star Trek's 5th reboot. Absolutely everyone's gone before. Dimension jump to a different sky to see season 2 of Firefly. use his power for the good of humanity. But I'd screw up the timeline, oh, so permanently.
Ray's Sports Almanac.
That was me. Figure I'm safe, just watching a show. Just one little look, no one will know.
What do you mean canceled?
Oops. That day I dropped the remote, shorted out. Now I'm stuck in a loop again and again and again and again and again. Watching the same 20 minutes over and over. Someone, won't you tell me how it ends? Oh, I built a time machine 'cause I don't have a DVR. Now I broke my time machine, I still don't have a DVR. Walter time low, catch our favorite show. And I always know how the story goes. I built a time machine. Click. I built a time machine. 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 Click. I built a time machine. Now I'm stuck looping again. Please save me, spoiler. Please tell me again. I hope we're still broadcasting, and if not, well, we'll just
Play for everyone to enjoy.
our
Our
our-
interface here isn't very encouraging to us at the moment.
But let's see about the next song.
How about I just start the next song? For a gallon of elderberry wine, I take 1 teaspoonful of arsenic,
Mm-hmm.
add a half spoonful of strychnine,
Mm-hmm.
and then just a pinch of cyanide.
Should I kick?
Oh, indeed.
No, rat scratch. Great assassins are no better than cheap thugs. They'll put anything in their target's mugs. Want a show or a pro? Let me make it plain. There is no better way than using iocane. Iocane, iocane, iocane. It's a deadly iocane, not a classic iocane. Conversations iocane, an assassin's best friend. Iocane, iocane. Need to find a way to get it in your ear somehow. Has no taste, has no smell. You might be drinking it right now. Give it a little stir and watch it instantly dissolve. Now you got a riddle only the smartest man can solve.
Heard of Plato, Aristotle, Socrates?
Yes.
Morons.
Iocane, iocane, iocane. It's a deadly iocane, not a classic iocane. Conversations iocane, an assassin's best friend. Iocane, iocane. Trusted as number one in the criminal community. It's not foolproof unless you develop immunity.
Right back, pirate.
You want a name that the citizens will dread. There's only one choice when you need somebody dead.
Or mostly dead.
Iocane, iocane, iocane. It's a deadly one, not a classic blonde. Conversations iocane, an assassin's iocane, iocane, First, I want to say thanks to Alyssa.
Thank you, Alyssa.
And thank you to all of you for coming to hang out with us. You can find us on Bandcamp and Spotify and all those places. We also do 2 songs a month for Patreon. New songs, or hopefully new songs, every month. So if you're interested in music, come check out there. And this next one is for a cause that we believe in. The way the country's going, we're stuck before we begin. We need to look far, far away to bring the right guy in. Some say he's a scoundrel. Well, we already got some of those. We know this will get things done. So here's what I propose. Han Solo for president. Han Solo for president. You know he's the one, 'cause he's fastest on the gun. Han Solo for president. Han Solo for president. And you know that he's our man. You may think he'll take the cash and then just run away. He'll come back at the wire and totally save the day. He comes with his own protection. He's furry and 7 feet tall. You know he's got the alien vote. He's the bravest of them all. Han Solo for president. Han Solo for president. Best we can get, 'cause we can't get Boba Fett. Han Solo for president. Han Solo for president. And you know that he's our man. Ads won't work on him. And he saved the galaxy. How to get them to hate a guy who said that he walks free.
Don't answer that.
He's used to adoration. He was mistaken for a god.
Or lunch.
Even if winning is a long shot, never tell him the odds. Han Solo for president. Han Solo for president. You better not give him lip. He's handy with a whip. Han Solo for president. Han Solo for president. You know that he's our man. He may look scruffy, murder in chief, but he's the best man for the job. That is our belief.
Hand in hand, he's our man. If he can't do what Chewie can.
Got no time for committees. Don't mistake him for a who needs a team to rescue VIPs from a moon.
That's no moon.
I have a bad feeling about this. You know he'll get things moving. Look how fast he did the Kessel Run. Imagine all the awesome when the Falcon is Air Force One. Han Solo for president. Han Solo for president. If we didn't get this right, there's always carbonite. Han Solo for president. Han Solo for president. And you know it's not his fault. He's the president.
Han Solo, he's our only hope.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you all so much for joining us. And thank you, Alyssa, for letting us join you in a concert.
Thank you guys. That was great. And thanks to everyone for coming out tonight. Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.